who knows, brought their A game to the stage this week. And the first player is Cabochard from Vitality.
The man bringing Graves to the top lane in Europe. Honestly, almost had a bit of an easy day on Graves. He wasn't really pressured too much. He got to just push his lanes. But in team fights, he had massive impact, especially in that last game we saw today. Getting back against Origin, and that's a lot about Cabochard in fights.
So deceptively tanky, you know. Do his job.
Secondly, OP player, it is Steelback.
Whoa!
Great job, yeah. Say something.
Yeah, we've said actually pretty much everything we've had to say about Steelback,
Yeah,
so I'll just end up repeating it. He played very well, got unlucked together with Hylissang. Got a little lucky on this exact fight because he should have actually died there, but that's aside.
Finding the negative.
Actually, yeah, that's actually sad that I find the negative there. Good flash here from Fox though. I know we're talking about Steelback, but we talked about it. I talked to Fox, like, that was a nice W flash. He's like, yeah, that's the only thing I did this game. For the rest of my team carried. So Steelback carried Fox.
Well, talking about other players that maybe unexpectedly find themselves on the OP list if we look at last year. Spratel, ex-Promiscu, Elements going 2-0 in this week, and maybe a lot of being thrown in and having to engage, but very good performance on Alistair.
You played against him, Reckless. What do you think?
No, we didn't play against him yet.
Well,
Good job, Fischer.
so cute.
You know who he is.
I didn't mean now. I mean, like, overall, I assume you played against him.
I mean, as I said before, I think last year perhaps he had issues together with tabs. You know, sometimes you're not just on the same page and then it's very hard to execute. But I feel like perhaps now with Mr. Ellis, they're complementing one another much better and he's having an easier time.
Yep. Next OP is another person from the bottom lane, Sven. I mean,
That guy.
he did his damnedest to win that game today, but yeah, in the end the rest wasn't there. But I mean, I can't imagine him not being an OP every week. It's just a fantastic player.
I just hope we get to see the sidestep.
Yeah, the sidestep is like, that's instant OP5.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
I asked him about that sidestep, if it was luck or it was pure prediction. And he did say that he did like to normally just juke back and forth, and it wasn't 100% planned. But then he kind of changed and said, no, it was of course planned, and it's because he could predict what was going on. The rest of his team said it was luck.
Yeah, I asked him and he said, actually, yeah, you know he's going to town, so he picked up birds. But in the end, G2 had nothing to say. Everybody forgot about Gray. Forgiven Gray, made it here in the OP5. Definitely played super well, AD carry. He's back, barely dies. And Diffisho, comment on this guy.
I like Forgiven.
Me too.
You asked the Fisher when we have Reckless?
Yeah, I was about to say, Reckless, talk about this AD carry.
No, I think in general there's a lot of good AD carries right now. And not just Forgiven, even though Forgiven is one of a kind, I would definitely say that
You're gonna add in your own name here, and this Reckless guy is like,
No, that'll come later.
Okay.
I think it's really interesting to see so many AD carries stepping up, because maybe that's just the name of the game right now, that with the patches coming in, the AD carries have more of an impact and the players are stepping up.
Maybe, I would say definitely so. Because also for our choice for MVP, we had to go to an AD carry, and for us it was Elements' Mr. Rawls racking up 15 kills, 48% kill share, and the most fantasy points in the league to cement himself as our Week 2 MVP. And I especially think this is important because this is someone we highlighted at the beginning of the season as someone who never steps up and carries completely alone, but it's working within the framework of the Elements team right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time Rallis had to be the main carry over multiple games. And he's been doing well. I think, especially him and Spratel, those two guys, we see it also in this replay here, like, that's great synergy, knocking him into Sapphire, get another kill, and Rallis just been playing super well.
Also, there's no ego in that Elements roster whatsoever. Like, they all seem like very calm players, you know, that have been branded as, you know, maybe not so great, so they're all just hungry to prove themselves. And I think that works, and I think Rawls is just a super calm player that fits in that environment pretty well.
Yeah. If Elements wins the split, are you going back?
No. I'm
No,
here for
no,
life
no,
now.
that was...
Whoa.
Okay. Are we going back?
Are we going? No, we tried
No?
it once. I would though.
Yeah, same.